but human connection brings us together. Silver Star Internet. Better connected.
Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442. Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, and a new large play set for the kids. These new additions will be for guests only, coming in 2026. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with HomeZone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, HomeZone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. HomeZone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
The internet may connect us, but human connection brings us together. Silver Star Internet. Better connected.
Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442. Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, and a new large play set for the kids. These new additions will be for guests only, coming in 2026. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with HomeZone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, HomeZone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. HomeZone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
At First Bank of Wyoming, we know you're more than just a number. We know the important numbers that matter most, the ones that tell your story. From starting your financial journey to planning for your first home and reaching your family's financial goals, we're here to celebrate your story, not just your transactions. From milestones to memories, we're here to celebrate every moment that counts. When you bank with us, you're part of a community that cares about every number that counts. First Bank of Wyoming, where you're more than a number.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference. At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
The SVI Sports Network is your home for live coverage of Star Valley High School sports.
William Cruz, Luden Lopez, and Alan Castro Montoya. These officials are registered with the Wyoming High School Activities Association.
We welcome you here to Braves Field for this 4A West Conference matchup between the top-ranked Jackson Lady Broncs and the home field Star Valley Lady Braves. You're watching SVI here on SVInews.com. Also, you can find us on the SVI Media YouTube channel. These two squads come in. It's a rivalry game in name only, really, because of the long-time history between the two schools. On the soccer pitch, these are the top of the standings and the team trying to climb those standings. The top-rated Lady Broncs 8-1-1 on the season, a perennial powerhouse and contender for the state championship in Wyoming's 4A classification. The Lady Braves, on a long losing streak, scored their first goal of the season last week against Kelly Walsh. They are looking to just build and improve over the course of what's left of their season here in 2026, and hopefully maybe steal a bid to state. Who knows in the next few weeks. Dow Erickson here with you for this match as the Lady Braves. This is about as big an underdog as you can have on paper. Quite honestly, I thought the Lady Braves did a lot of good things last weekend against Natrona County and Kelly Walsh. They just very difficult for them to score, and they will definitely have their challenges today against this Jackson defense. They do not give up much. To give you an idea, the Lady Broncs defeated Kelly Walsh last week 2-1 in a battle of the top two ranked teams in the WyoPreps.com coaches and media poll, and Jackson won that one 2-1. That same Kelly Walsh team scored 10 the next day here on Braves Field against the Lady Braves. So Star Valley defense going to be tested. We'll see if they can find the net for the second game in a row. It will be a massive challenge against this Lady Broncs squad. Getting caught up on some of the starting lineups for the Lady Broncs. Taylor Moe, number 2. Pearl Olson, number 3. Lily Steinberg is number 8. Number 9 is Taryn Moe. Number 10 is Livy Ulmer. Number 11 is Shyla Thompson. Number 12 is Ruby Holscher. She leads the team with 12 goals on the season. Natalie Montez is number 14. Number 17 is Cody Traver. Number 20 is Addie Barazay. And in goal today is Harley Rommel. For the Lady Braves, in between the pipes today is senior Kara Andrews. Kara, a senior, a 4-time All-State wrestler, 2-time state champ. She is between the pipes today. Number 2, Ambry Nelson, another senior. Number 7, Cavery Dockstetter is a sophomore. Number 13, Hazel Ross, a senior. Number 16 is Wendy Ponce, a freshman. Sadie Sloan, another freshman. Number 17, Alyssa Spencer, number 22. Leela Kinder, 23. Afton Hunting, 24. Ryan Larson, 29, who was credited with the Star Valley goal against Kelly Walsh on Saturday. And then Kaylin Andrews, twin sister of Kara, she's wearing number 31. And the last couple of matches, Coach Bagley has opted to play some Kara Andrews in goal for a bit and then have her come out and play on the field. And then so Bella Beck has played quite a bit of goalkeeper the last couple seasons, so something to watch for. You may see some Bella Beck, the talented sophomore, play between the pipes sometime today, as we are now a couple minutes into this one. Both teams kind of feeling each other out, and boy, the weather about 20 minutes ago was nasty. It was nasty western Wyoming blizzard weather. Right now it's kind of cleared off. We even saw a little bit of sunshine for a couple of minutes, but things could be better, could be worse. Got a run here for the Lady Broncs. Going to be diffused there by Star Valley on the defensive third. Into the box. That'll be cleared out by Alyssa Spencer. And a throw in for the Lady Broncs. That one controlled, knocked down. Looking for a 50-50 win. Jackson comes up with that. Into the box, takes a rip at it. Left post, Kara Andrews going to deflect it for the save, but that'll be a corner kick as she's unable to retain possession of the ball. First corner kick of the game so far will go to the Lady Broncs. And back to do the honors is Cody Traver. She'll put that into the box. It's actually off the shoulder of Star Valley, up for grabs. Lady Braves looking to clear. That'll be off the shoulder again of Jackson, 50-50. Momentum taking it towards the midfield area. Sending it back in are the Lady Broncs. And it looks like we had an offside call. Nope, it's just out of bounds. Excuse me. Lobbed into Ross. Won there by the Lady Broncs. Going to the outside. Looks like a one-on-one opportunity for Jackson. Right at the keeper. Again, a deflection. That one's still alive. And the Lady Braves have to clear it out with their defense. Boy, what a lucky break there for Star Valley. That thing was up for grabs to just be put right in the back of the net. Couple of deflections early for Kara. We'll see if it's wet or cold. It's both definitely out there. I don't know if that's a factor. Opportunity for a run here for the Lady Braves. That's Leela Kinder who had the inside track on that one. That one back up in the air, 50-50, up for grabs. And they're going to call a push here against Star Valley, a free kick for the Lady Broncs. And doing the honors here is, trying to catch that number. Sending it forward. Nobody really makes a run on it. So it's number 4, Meta Curzon, senior defender who took that kick. Ball up for grabs here about the 25, picked up by the Lady Broncs. And that will sail out of bounds for a Jackson throw-in. Barazay with the throw. And they'll just move it on up the line. She'll get another. Going for the pass here. Trying to get it into the 18-yard box. It's being handled there by Ruby Holzer, one of the top players in the state. There's a left-footed shot. No good. Smothered by Kara Andrews for her third save already here of this first half. We've played just about 6 minutes. That 50-50 won by Taryn Moe. Sending it up the line. That's going to be an offside call against the Lady Broncs. A little bit too far behind. And looks like Ambry Nelson, senior captain for the Lady Braves, will come up and take this kick. That one caroms past midfield. Kinder with a chance at it. Lady Braves unable to come up with that loose ball. And again, So far, Jackson's really been out in front, looking to get a run from their forwards. 50-50 there. Looks like mostly won by Nelson. Star Valley just trying to keep that. The best thing you can do against this Jackson team is keep them as far away from the net as possible to keep it in general terms. Very easy to say, very difficult to do. Lady Braves with the throw-in here on the north half of Braves Field. If you're new to the area the last couple of years and a Jackson fan, we do have the new soccer field to the west of Braves Field. It's slightly bigger, which, depending on strategy, can help certain teams, but doesn't have some of the infrastructure around it as of yet, like bleachers, netting, things like that. They've experimented a little bit, and I think they've decided, let's just keep it here for now. But at some point, you may see them move it over to the other one. Got a run here for the Lady Broncs, and an offside call again here, way back near the 40 for the side official. So the Lady Braves will get a free kick here just to the south of the 40. And Ambry Nelson, again, multi-sport athlete, one of the top athletes for Star Valley High School, finishing out her senior year playing some soccer. And, boy, one of those players you wish you could keep for multiple sports for another year. But they got to move on and do their thing. There's another offside call. And that one was pretty close. Taylor Moe would have had about a 30-yard run up against Andrews, and that would have been extremely tough to stop. It called for the offside again. And the Lady Braves will get another free kick here. See if the Lady Braves can use the momentum from this kick, maybe get a shot on goal. That one knocked down by the Lady Broncs and controlled by Jackson. With that ball is Livy Ulmer, a junior midfielder. A couple of goals to her credit so far today. Now Ruby Holscher's got it. Junior midfielder, and she's to the outside. Using some speed. Let's see if she can turn for the cross here. That one taken away by Kaylin Andrews, and will roll out of bounds for a Star Valley throw. Good effort there from Kaylin. One of the track kids touched the soccer ball. I think they have to go wash their hand now, I think is what they do. Just kidding. There's always that little bit of animosity between the track kids and the soccer kids. Dave Draney invite coming up on May 6th. They pushed it because of the weather, which was worse than it is today, back on the 23rd. That one up the line, and this will be a Jackson throw-in. Lady Broncs, 3 shots on goal so far, all right at the keeper. Kara Andrews has all 3 saves. We'll see how long that stays that way. That one's sent up the middle, and Wendy Ponce back there. Wendy's a really promising underclassman for this program. She'll escort that and shield. That ball heads out of bounds. This will be a goal kick for Andrews and the Lady Braves. And if you're Star Valley, through 11 minutes, you haven't given up a goal, that's a good 11 minutes against this Jackson team. Playing hard here on the near sideline. This is Brooke Suter. Out of bounds. It'll be a Star Valley throw. Ponce will throw that in. Looking for Spencer. Nearly won there by Moe. That one up for grabs. Jackson going to try and win that 50-50. Kaylin Andrews sends it back the other direction. That one up for grabs between Ambry Nelson and Ruby Holscher. Pretty good battle there. And there's another run up the side there, but yeah, another offside call. Lily Steinberg, a couple of yards behind the Star Valley players. Appreciate Bank of Star Valley and, of course, all of our sponsors making SVI broadcast possible. If you're watching this or watching any of our videos and you think that's pretty cool, I'm glad I'm not sitting out on the cold, wet bleacher and I'm watching it here, it's because of our sponsors. Please give them a shout-out and a thank you. Let them know that you appreciate their sponsorship of SVI Media. That one won by the Lady Bronx, trying to set up their offense. This is Ulmer. Ulmer, pretty good collision there with Star Valley. That is Afton Hunting up the far sideline. And that one still in bounds. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in for Star Valley deep on the Jackson defensive third. So this is where, for a lot of years, Star Valley had a flip thrower. Haven't had one now for a number of years, but could use one in a situation like that. That one taken in and stolen. There's a shot from Caitlin Andrews. That one could have been trouble, and a nice save for Rommel, and a shot on goal for the Lady Braves. That one had some backspin. This one looks like it's going to be a clean run. Mo is there, going to be challenged by Kinder. She's going to dance with it through the legs of Kara Andrews. That is quite a shot. Let me just verify that was Taylor Mo here in the 13th minute. Let's take a look at it again. So Taylor Mo first on the scoreboard, and it's for the Lady Bronx. Pretty move as she's able to get it past Alyssa Spencer, the defender, and Kara Andrews, the keeper. Pretty good start for Star Valley, but that one's a good example of having a player with really good skills and not clearing the ball out of that box. Just the longer it's in there, the more trouble it's going to be. Throw in here for the Lady Bronx, now leading this one 1-0 on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Headed out of bounds for a Lady Bronx throw in. Clear across the way. It was Pearl Olson throwing that in. That ball sent back to Andrews. She'll scoop it up for the goal kick. That one up for grabs and brought in there by the Lady Braves. I believe that's Emma Daniel, number 20. One back now by Jackson. On the run, here's Mo again. Taken away there by Ambry Nelson. A bit of a battle there for possession. And there's a run. Star Valley's got to put a body on her. That one into the net again. That's Ruby Holscher who puts in that goal, number 12, in the 14th minute. And again, to me, the Lady Braves, they allowed her to dribble with that ball for way too long, and she makes them pay for it. Holscher with 12 goals. In fact, I think that's a little off. Those numbers haven't been updated from last weekend, so at least 12 coming into this week, and there's another to her total right there, leading the Lady Bronx in scoring on the wildpreps.com statistics. That one up for grabs, 50-50 ball, knocked down there by Barazay, and now on the foot of Ambry Nelson. Nelson trying to pass up ahead to Dockstetter. Alyssa Spencer now fighting with Mo here. Mo does save it inbounds. That's a live ball. Spencer sends it away, and that'll be a throw-in for the Lady Bronx. Barazay will send it in for Taryn Mo. So you got Taylor Mo, number 2, Taryn Mo, number 9. Taylor's a senior, Taryn a sophomore. Sent up the middle to the outside. Lady Bronx have scored on back-to-back minutes. That one off the hand of Andrews. So this will be a corner kick for the Lady Bronx. Second corner kick of the half. And Jackson will see if they can add to this 2-goal lead here in the 16th minute. They'll pass it in. Now maybe a shot. That one will find its way into the side of the net. And a goal kick for Star Valley. Looks like maybe somebody must have deflected it, so it's going to be another goal kick. Corner kick. Back-to-back corner kick opportunities. Looks like they'll send it this time into the box. It looks like a good one backside. That one caroms to the west and unable to save it inbounds are the Lady Broncs. Now it'll be a goal kick. I got to stop saying it. Another corner kick, just the other way. My apologies. The officials have obviously a better angle than me. So a third straight corner kick for Jackson, this time from the other way. That is a bullet and deflected into the net. Wow, what a play on a corner kick set piece for the Jackson Lady Broncs. I believe that's number 9, Taryn Moe. I think that was Taryn. Boy, and that's one of those situations where if you're the Star Valley defense, it's just those little moments in film study, they'll go back and look at it, and boy, you give a team as good as Jackson 3 straight chances to work on their corner kick set pieces like that. The odds go up, they're going to make you pay for it, and they did. So a clean slate through 13 minutes, or almost 13 minutes. The Lady Broncs on a roll now with 3 straight goals in the 13th, 14th, and 17th minute. And well in control of this one now. Substitution coming in for the Lady Braves is Wendy Ponce, number 16. She will replace Leela Kinder in the lineup. Goal kick here for Kara Andrews and the Lady Braves. A little bit of sleet and snow coming in. Decides to pass it in. That can be a gamble against a team like Jackson. Well handled by the Lady Braves. Bit of a stumble. It'll be out of bounds. A throw in here, but one of the dangers of that situation is if the other team reads it really well, they can step in, steal that, and then you got a one-on-one with momentum right at the keeper. But Lady Braves did a good job of passing out of there. Jackson up 3-0. Kaylin Andrews showing a lot of physicality there. Oh, wow, that's a blatant shove. Holy moly. And this will be a free kick for the Lady Broncs. No yellow, but boy, that's a nice kick. Oh, my gosh, what a cannon. What a cannon on the free kick. And Ruby Holscher, about as nonchalant of another goal as you can get from, that was from the 40. Let's look at it again here. Wow. That was a pretty free kick chance there for Holscher here in the 19th. That's a 50-yard goal. It's on the 40, and then, the actual net is at the back of the end zone. For you football people like me, that is perfectly placed by Ruby Holscher and the Holscher family, of course. A lot of success with this Jackson club over the years. Second goal in 5 minutes for Ruby Holscher, and the score is now 4-0 in favor of the Lady Broncs. That one after a foul by Star Valley and a long free kick. Here's Afton Hunting trying to carry the ball up the field a bit. This is where the Lady Braves, the more you can just get a little bit of momentum headed to the offensive third, gives your defense a break, gives yourself maybe a little confidence. That ball up for grabs will roll out of bounds, be a Star Valley throw, and this will be Emma Daniel. Or, excuse me, not Emma Daniel, Paisley Hollingsworth throwing this in. Leela Kinder coming back in, number 23. Throw in there by Hollingsworth. Hazel Ross trying to send it upfield. There's a battle there with Kinder trying to win it. Won by the Lady Bronx, knocked down by Caitlin Andrews. Andrews trying to send it up the middle. Won by the Lady Bronx and back the other way. And there's a run here on the outside. I believe it's Alexis Ankeny. Going to try and turn. Is she going to keep it? Yep, she's going to try and keep that. And that will be sent out of bounds for the corner kick by the Star Valley defense. Misha Perez checking in, number 19, a junior midfielder. Already the 5th corner kick of the half for the Lady Bronx. They scored on their last corner kick attempt. It was Taryn Moe. Looks like they're just going to pass this one in. Nope, now they're going to send it. That's why they know what they're doing, and I not so much. That one's sent back into the box. Just outside the 18-yard box. Off the backside there, the Star Valley defense. Won by the Lady Braves. They'll try and send it upfield. Hollingsworth coming over to get it. Won by the Lady Bronx. Up ahead to, well, thought maybe Ankeny was going to make a run at it. I wonder if she thought she was offside. She was looking back, checking with the official. Didn't even, I think she maybe just realized she was, so didn't even make the run. Ball takes a Star Valley bounce. And pretty good collision there. Looks like a little slow to get up there. Is kind of took an inadvertent knee into the stomach and chest area. Let's go ahead and take like a minute break and come back. And right now it's 4-0 Jackson. Just under 19 minutes to play here on the SVI Sports Network.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Welcome to Aspen Physical Therapy. Let our team help you out with your healthcare needs. We work with a wide variety of patients, from car accidents to strains and sprains to injured athletes to post-surgical care. We have a number of modalities and different procedures we use to help people, including dry needling and our radial pulse wave machine. We have offices in Thane and Afton and are open Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8 to 5. Tuesdays and Thursdays we are out seeing our home health patients. Aspen Physical Therapy, getting you back to work, to play, to life.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
The greatest cardiac need in Wyoming is simply access to cardiology specialty services as well as other specialty services. Patients don't have to travel an hour and a half or 2 hours.
We do cardiac cath procedures down there, which is the only cardiac cath lab in western Wyoming.
I think it's very personalized care. A lot of them are neighbors and friends.
I think it's really been a blessing for the community as well as all of western Wyoming.
Find high-resolution photos of today's game available for purchase online. Simply visit SVInews.com and click the Photos tab.
That free kick taken by Ambry Nelson. Ryan Larson was the player who was down for a couple of minutes, able to get up and walk off the field, which is always a good sign. And now we're back at a clock ticking at 18:40. Here on the scoreboard. There's a shot deflected by the Star Valley defense. Should be a goal kick. Every time I say it's a goal kick, it's been a corner. So just take that to the bank. I have been wrong about 5 times so far already in this match. Corner kick number 6. That one, a low line drive and escorted out of bounds. I believe another corner. Hey, I got this one right. The last time, though, Jackson had multiple corner kick opportunities like this. They capitalized. This one going to go backside. Headers deflected and into the net. Wow, that was quite a play by Taryn Moe, number 9. Holy cow. With the header off the backside corner kick attempt, that was pretty for Taryn Moe, who has her second score of the day here in the first half. Let's take a look at it again on the Fall River Propane replay. Look at number 9. It actually deflects off of Ambry Nelson. So it's one of those kind of carom deals. She headed it off of Nelson into the net. You see that in hockey all the time. So that goal makes it 5-0 in favor of Jackson now. And looking to add to it. That one just wide. Very easily could have been another goal for the Lady Broncs.
Substitution for the Lady Broncs. Number 13, Hayden Selesnik.
Sub coming in for Jackson. Number 13 is Hayden Zalesnik. Wendy Ponce coming back in for the Lady Braves, I believe. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Wendy Ponce is in goal now. Is that correct? And that's the first we've seen that. Yeah, that's the first. Well, unless they did it on the road early in the season, it's been Bella Beck and Kara Andrews. Bella Beck started a bunch of games last year as a freshman. Maybe she's not available today. I'm not sure. Maybe just trying something different here. Wendy Ponce going to be in goal here, at least for the time being. Carrying the ball here is Ankeny. And that will be out of bounds for a Star Valley throw-in. Not quite able to keep that in bounds. When trying to win it, there was Nelson off the foot of Holscher. This could be trouble. Nice job by Kaylin Andrews. The physicality of Kaylin Andrews definitely makes a difference for this Star Valley team. She is not afraid to come in there on those 50-50s and really keep that ball moving the other direction. Throw in here by Emma Daniel. Or excuse me, I did that again. Paisley Hollingsworth's number 14. Dockstetter trying to win that there. It'll be a Jackson throw-in. Here in the 25th minute, Lady Broncs with a 5-0 lead. Nelson comes up with that one, sends it to the outside. There's a chance for Afton Hunting. Hunting on her horse, trying to get there, and she will. Going to carry that ball upfield. Can she get it turned? And not going to get there, but it will be a Star Valley corner. First corner kick opportunity for the Lady Braves. They do have one shot on goal. That came clear back early in the match. And this is Alyssa Spencer to take this kick. It's kind of a low line drive. It's deflected and out of bounds over near the jumping pit. Situation like this, you'd love to see Star Valley see if they can win this 50-50 and go right back at the net if possible. That one's sent, going to land near midfield, up for grabs. They're trapped by Sloan. Sloan trying to work with a teammate and taken away there by the Lady Broncs. Here's a run to the outside. I believe that's Holscher again. Boy, she's showing off the speed, and Ponce comes out with the slide. And then we're able to get back and get another save. Wow. Wendy Ponce, fearless with the slide save, getting back in goal, and with the deflection save. That was pretty fun. Nelson trying to send it up. Dockstetter and Kinder in pursuit. Jackson will send it back. Goalkeeper has to use her foot. That one won out of the air by Zalesnik and to the outside. Nelson comes in with that one. Nice job by Ambry Nelson trying to send it back the other way. And the Lady Braves trying to put a little pressure, just a little late getting to that one. And that's going to be a high kick called there on Ambry Nelson. So a free kick opportunity for Jackson. Cleats came up a bit high, almost face level. Officials don't like that. This one from the 50. We saw Ruby Holscher make one from the 40 in the 19th minute. This one, they're just going to go for a run. And can they get to the corner? Not going to get there. Wow, that went right by the stick. That's a throw-in, but so close. Ryan Larson back in, which is great to see. Ryan walked off the field after that collision a few minutes ago. So back on the field for Star Valley. That's a great sign. And clear over in the corner. This is Kara Andrews. Actually has now switched into her crimson and gold jersey. And she'll be, we've seen this happen, I think, the last 3 or 4 matches. She's played a little bit in goal and then comes out to try and help in a different position. The difference today is it's Wendy Ponce who came in goal instead of Bella Beck. And, boy, Wendy's already made a couple of pretty cool plays. This ball flips the field and should be I actually didn't see who touched that last. Going to be a Jackson throw-in? Believe so. And doing the honors here is Nina Pascal. That one won by Star Valley. That's Larson. And then taken away by Yeomans. Sita Yeomans, number 18. Sent back into the midfield, Ambry Nelson. This is where you'd like to win that. Send it back in. Tough work against Ruby Holscher. She sends it up ahead now. And on her horse to go send that out of bounds is Sloan. That one's still alive. Still a battle on the far sideline, the east sideline. And this will be a Jackson throw. Star Valley sending that back upfield just a few yards. Another Lady Bronc throw in. Star Valley's had stretches where they've been able to keep Jackson out of the box, and then the Lady Broncs have also had, but you'd have to more than a run. A run maybe is 3 goals. They had 5 goals in 10 minutes between the 13th and the 23rd minute. As we are now halfway through the 30th minute. That one sent to the outside. It'll be out of bounds. Throw in for Kara Andrews and the Lady Braves. Going to try to go up the line to Dockstetter. Cabry is there. He's going to carry that ball. Nicely done. Now over to Larson. That one on the other end of the field. And Jackson will get that turned. Sends it back the other way. I thought maybe they were going to send it out of bounds, but able to control that ball. Battle here with Ambry Nelson and Holscher. Holscher comes up with that. Sends it left foot, far side. And a sprint there between Kaylin Andrews, who's going to give you all she has. You see that with Kaylin. Well done by Kaylin Andrews. Going to be a corner kick, but instead of a run at the keeper, it's going to be a corner kick for the Lady Broncs. So maybe I'm just being overgenerally cautious here, but if I'm Star Valley, look out for number 9. She has scored twice in this half off of corner kicks. So look for Taryn Moe and mark her. There's the corner. This one could be trouble. There again, looking for the deflection, and already had a couple today. It'll be a Star Valley throw, but those corner kicks have been tough for the Lady Broncs today. Andrew set to throw this in. Coming in to try and control that was Kinder. Now to Dockstetter. Cabry up the line. See if someone can get there. There's a run from Afton Hunting. Keeper's well out of the box. but she able to handle it well there. Suter with the handle, going up against Piper Groney of Jackson. This will be a Lady Bronx throw. Sent to the outside or middle of the field there to Yeomans, and one back the other way. Nice job by Ambry Nelson. That's a good opportunity there, but Dockstead are not going to get there before the Jackson defense. Now turning it is Pascal. Be a throw in for the Lady Braves, though. A chance to maybe get a shot on goal, maybe put one in the net. Some room to work is Ross. Off of Larson, Kinder, and eventually taken away by the Lady Bronx. Meta Curzon, number 4, with the handle now. Nice pass to the outside, and that'll flip the field the other direction. Afton Hunting, that is Paisley Hollingsworth who does get there. Sent into the box. Ponce comes out to challenge. That one is going to be deflected away from the net, and that'll be a Star Valley throw. Wendy Ponce is not very big, but she is fearless from what I can see so far. Under 7 to play here in the first half. Lady Bronx in control. This one up 5-0. And a throw in here for Jackson. Pascal with the honors. Stepping through is Kara Andrews. Thrown up the line. Controlled by Jackson. That one taken away by Hollingsworth, and now up ahead to Hunting with the chance to carry this ball some distance up the field. Now to Kinder. Lady Braves trying to string some passes together. That one settled by Hunting. There's a step through and a steal from Holger. Both teams trying to string passes together. Sprint to the outside. Sloan will send this out of bounds for the Lady Braves. And a throw in for the Lady Bronx. Some trouble there. Ponce with the deflection. That ball's still live. There's another shot deflected off the Star Valley defense, and they will send it away. You gotta like what you're seeing from Wendy Ponce in goal so far. And again, Kara, a senior, so Bella Beck, you're hoping is back next year. Obviously, is a sophomore this year, and then Wendy Ponce is a freshman. So hopefully, you're maybe nailing down that position a bit into the future. Nelson sends that into the sky, won by the Lady Bronx. Sun trying to peek out a little bit as Jackson looking to add to their 5-0 lead. This will be out of bounds. And a Jackson corner. Corner kick number 9 of the half for the Lady Bronx. And they have had chances in clusters on corner kicks. They've scored on 2 of them, both of them off of Taryn Moe, number 9. So watch number 9 if you're number 9 in white. Boy, that's a really nice corner. That one's trouble, and it will find the back of the net on the deflection. Did not see who got it in. Looks like it's Meta Curzon, number 4 is what we're going to go with. That was one of those situations where that was such a good corner kick. It just kind of floated down into the box, and the initial shot was deflected out but not secured, not cleared. And then Curzon is there for the secondary opportunity and was able to get it into the net. A run up here the near sideline between Andrews and Steinberg. And you guessed it, another corner kick for the Lady Broncs. Their 10th of the half, and they have scored on 3 of them in this first half. The set pieces have really worked well for the Lady Broncs today. There's the latest attempt. This one a bit backside and will deflect off, and looks like it will be saved in bounds. Knocked down by Leela Kinder. Jackson will win possession, though. Just outside the 18-yard box. They'll carry, take a right-footed shot. Wendy Ponce is there for the save. Ponce has come in and picked up 3 saves of her own, and a couple others that don't count as saves, but definitely got the ball out of the box. This is trouble. If Jackson can get it turned, nice job there by Ambry Nelson to recover. That looked like that was going to be a shot again on goal. Out of bounds, looks like it's off of Dockstetter. Should be a Jackson throw-in, I believe. If you're the Lady Braves, you just love to keep it. No, they're going to call this a throw-in for Star Valley. For my perspective, I thought that was off of the Lady Braves, but I bring this up all the time. There's three people out there getting paid to officiate, and I'm not any one of them. So that is the way it goes this time. Leela Kinder sends it skyward. Curzon, who just got that last goal, knocks it down. Kinder battling for it. Now in the midfield to Ross. Hazel trying to send it up the middle to Larson, taken away now by Yeomans of the Lady Broncs. Curzon's got it. Looking for a run now to Steinberg, and she'll be called for the offside. We're down to about 2 minutes here, and it has been pretty much what you might expect on paper between these two teams coming into this one. Lady Broncs ranked number 1, as they have been for, if not the whole season, most of the season in the WildPreps.com coaches and media poll. And the Lady Braves on a 31-match losing streak dating back to 2024, and scored their first goal of the season last Saturday against Kelly Walsh as time expired. Ryan Larson got it in there, right literally as the clock ticks 0. This one knocked down by Hollingsworth. Just over a minute to play here in the first half. And Nelson's going to get that. I believe a trip is going to be called, or a push, something, a foul, and a kick for the Lady Braves here from the 45. See if Star Valley can maybe get something high and into the box from Nelson. Not this time. And not going to get to that one, as it will roll into the net. And if you're Star Valley, you might just start walking back, because you don't want to give up some full length of the field type of momentum killer into the locker room. Knocked down by Curzon, trying to send it. Hollingsworth wins that one. Ross battling for it for Star Valley. 20 seconds to go. And a throw in here for the Lady Braves. And this is likely to be the last sequence of the half. Into Sloan. 4 seconds. Jackson, can they get something done here? And nope, not going to do it. Nelson makes sure. And at the break, it is the Lady Broncs 6, the Star Valley Lady Braves 0 here at the half on your 4A West stream of 4A classification soccer on SVI. We'll come back with some statistics here in a few minutes and go over a few things. You're watching Lady Braves Soccer here on SVI.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit Desi'sDance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's Desi'sDance.com.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Miles CPA is your trusted partner for all tax-related matters. Our professional and qualified accountants ensure you keep and get back as much of your hard-earned money as possible. Whether you're an employee or business owner, rely on our tax experts for precision and expertise. Visit us in Afton or Alpine or call 307-885-0055 to schedule your consultation. Secure your financial future with Miles CPA.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
The SVI Sports Network is your home for live coverage of Star Valley High School sports.
And welcome back to Braves Field, and it is 6-0 here at the half as the Jackson Lady Broncs lead the home field Star Valley Lady Braves. Looking at some numbers here for the first half. These are unofficial statistics, but they are mine, the ones that I have. Shots on goal, Jackson with 16 shots on goal in that first half. The other thing that just jumps out to me is the 10 corner kicks in the first half for Jackson. They really compiled a bunch of those, and they were able to capitalize on 3 of them. 3 of their 6 goals came off of corner kicks as as we go over the goal scoring, Taylor Moe got things rolling in the 13th minute. Ruby Holscher in the 14th minute. And then the first corner kick goal came from Taryn Moe in the 17th. Ruby Holscher scored on a 50-yard howitzer free kick in the 19th minute. Taryn Moe scoring again off a corner kick in the 23rd. And then Meta Curzon scoring on a deflection, not technically off the corner kick, but from the corner kick sequence. So that's how I'm counting that one. That one came in the 36th minute for your 6-0 total here in this first half. The Lady Braves with 2 shots on goal, 1 corner kick, 4 saves for Kara Andrews, and then she took off her keeper jersey and put on her crimson and gold jersey. And Wendy Ponce came in and played a little goalkeeper for the Lady Braves, and she picked up 3 saves and made some nice stops as well. And that's where we are at the break. It is Jackson 6, Star Valley 0, and the Lady Broncs well on their way to win number 9 on their season here at Braves Field. We're going to take another break and come back with the second half. You're watching Lady Braves Soccer here on SVI.
At Star Valley Health, we provide a wide range of orthopedic care, close to home in Afton and throughout western Wyoming. From robotic surgery to pain management, we're here for you every step of the way.
The internet may connect us, but human connection brings us together. Silver Star Internet. Better connected.
Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442. Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, and a new large play set for the kids. These new additions will be for guests only, coming in 2026. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with HomeZone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, HomeZone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. HomeZone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
First Bank of Wyoming, we know you're more than just a number. We know the important numbers that matter most, the ones that tell your story. From starting your financial journey to planning for your first home and reaching your family's financial goals, we're here to celebrate your story, not just your transactions. From milestones to memories, we're here to celebrate every moment that counts. When you bank with us, you're part of a community that cares about every number that counts. First Bank of Wyoming, where you're more than a number.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Your home for live coverage of Star Valley sports is the SVI Sports Network.
Braves Field, the site of this 4A West Conference matchup here between the visiting Jackson Lady Broncs and the homestanding Star Valley Lady Braves. Jackson, the top-ranked team in Wyoming's 4A classification, and looking every ounce of that here in the first half. They lead this one 6-0 at the break. Shots on goal 16-2 in favor of the visitors. Lady Braves just looking to see if they can try and hang as long as they can with this Jackson team during stretches. You kind of saw that. First goal didn't come till the 13th minute. Also had a 13-minute scoreless gap between the 23rd and the 36th. If you're Star Valley, getting one in the net would be just awesome. We'll see if they can get that done here in the second half. Holzer will send this forward. Now flipping fields. That one kicked up in the air by Andrews. Lady Braves trying to win that 50-50. Jackson comes away with it. Holzer looks like she's going to kind of be the anchor here. Not sure what type of lineup the Lady Broncs are going to use this second half, but if you got her back there, you can pretty much do whatever you want. One of the top players in the entire region. Another throw in here for the Lady Broncs. Quick substitution here for Jackson. This is Livy Ulmer, number 10, coming in. A couple of goals to her credit. Holzer trying to win that. And the Lady Braves come up with that. Now it's Moe. This is Taryn Moe, who's scored on a couple of opportunities today. Working with number 11, Shyla Thompson. Midfield number 15 is Taya Petchuli. And Holzer, there's a shot just wide left. This is deflected, so this will be another corner kick for Jackson. They had 10 in that first half. That was a theme that looks like it's continuing on here, the early moments of the second half. And that one, wow, right up into the corner. That was such a pretty opportunity. I believe it was number 9 again. My goodness, Taryn Moe is making a living off of these corner kicks. Hat trick for her now. Third goal, all of them coming off corner kick opportunities like that. This one in the 42nd minute. And the Lady Broncs now up to 7-0 on the scoreboard. Hazel Ross has it for the Lady Braves. Looking for, I believe, Spencer. Swooping in and taking possession. There's Cody Traver for the Lady Broncs. Sprint to the outside. Kara Andrews for Star Valley. Pretty good collision there. And is this a throw-in or a foul? Yeah, this is a foul against Andrews, so a free kick opportunity, not a really, it kind of works almost like even a little bit of a shorter corner kick, of course, which the Lady Broncs have done well on. That one right into the outstretched paws of Wendy Ponce, who picks up a save and boots it the other way. Trying to trap that. There was Hollingsworth looking for Kinder. And the Lady Braves just haven't been able to string that together to get a run on goal in those chances so far today. Nelson to the outside. Here's a run by Dockstetter. Keeper comes over to scoop that up. And they have changed keepers. Jackson has. This could be MX Hansen. I'm not sure. Sorry. Heading the other direction here. Kinder trying to track this down. In pursuit for the Lady Broncs is Livy Ulmer. Star Valley getting it turned back the other way. Settling now. Jackson just showing off their handle and their skills and able to create this space to work with. That one a little bit of a missed touch, but Jackson recovers, now taken away by Star Valley. Both teams kind of struggling to grab a possession of the ball here. Jackson comes away with it this time. And here's a run to the outside. See if they go for the cross. That one's diffused by the Star Valley D. Brought in, though, by Jackson. Maybe a turn and a shot here, and it's just there's just not a lot you can do when you get that close in. And that's Ruby Holzer here in the 45th. So now Taryn Moe has a hat trick, and now Ruby Holzer has a hat trick as well. Double hat trick for Jackson today. And that one just basically, Star Valley defense just unable to clear that out, and Holzer got a point-blank shot right at Wendy Ponce, and there's just not a lot you can do. There's a drop for Nelson, sends it ahead. I'd really like to see the Lady Braves, even on something like that, just run right at the keeper, maybe get a little pressure. This one's sent out of bounds by Spencer. This will be a Jackson throw-in. Far sideline, pretty good battle there between Holzer and Nelson. Ambry doing everything she can to try and keep herself in between Holzer and the net, which is no easy task. Just outside the box, Jackson trying to turn. Putting a lot of pressure on the Star Valley defense right now. This is Andrews battling, trying to screen away from Holzer. She's able to do so. Picked up now by Traver, going against Kaylin Andrews. And Kara Andrews will send this out of bounds. Just want to give a lot of credit these Star Valley senior girls, especially the ones that are playing multiple sports, like Kara Andrews, like Ambry Nelson. They're all-staters in other sports, and they're coming out to compete. And to come out and compete on, on the soccer pitch. That's a great job by Wendy Ponce smothering that shot. I am impressed by the willingness and the competitive spirit, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And shout out to them for coming out and getting after it here on a Tuesday afternoon for your team. Speaking of which, Nelson trying to turn. Dockstetter with the touch. Trying to drop it to Andrews. Taken away now by the Lady Bronx. Left-footed shot. Oh, man. That one had a little bit of top spin on it. And Ponce went down, and it ends up, didn't get her body directly behind herself. Their hands there, and it slipped through. Can we maybe see that replay again? Didn't quite see who that was. I don't know if that was number 11 or not. They're saying 11, which is Shyla Thompson. That pushes the advantage now to 9-0 in favor of Jackson. They've scored 3 times in the first 8 minutes, less than 8 minutes here of this half, and a lot of them have just been, that one, maybe a little bit of inexperience for Ponce. This is her first goalie action, I think. But some of the others just, Star Valley just unable to clear the box, and Jackson just getting a lot of pressure in the last couple of yards of play. This ball caroms out of bounds and ends up on the grassy knoll across the way. I don't know if they have the ball shagging kids out right now. At least on that side, didn't look like they did. Jackson had to go get that one themselves. Another corner kick here. The 12th of the match. That one will deflect off to the west and out of bounds, and a Star Valley throw. Checking in for the Lady Braves is number 33, Bentley Hoops. And back at it here, throw in for the Lady Braves. That one taken and stolen by Eva Japel, who takes a shot, and Ponce able to save that. Jackson's really peppering the net here in the first few minutes of this half. Up to 23 shots on goal. Had 16 in the first half, so already 7. And we just barely played 9 minutes. That is way too many. Far side run here for the Lady Bronx. That one going far post. It's going to be just wide. And another shot on frame there from Jackson. This will be a throw in for Kara Andrews and the Lady Braves. Sent in to Nelson. Now to Mo. Mo with the steal. Sends it over to Pachuli. If you're Star Valley, you're just trying to string a few passes together and move the ball up the field a few yards. Throw in for the Lady Bronx. Midfield, there's a run up middle of the field. Maybe looking for that, maybe a little bit of a mistouch. Jackson and Lady Braves trading possessions. Now back on the foot of the Lady Bronx. Inside the Star Valley defensive third. Good effort there by Bentley Hoops to send that at the end of the field, but that'll be a corner kick for the Lady Bronx. Their 13th of the game. Corner kick for the Lady Bronx. Been very successful. So it looks like another good opportunity. That header will sail just wide left. 25 shots on goal for this Jackson team. And 9 of those coming in the first just barely 10 minutes. 10, 11 minutes here of this second half. They are really putting a lot of pressure on Star Valley. They've scored 3 times, of course. So trapped by Ambry Nelson. She'll try and carry this ball up a bit. Looking to the outside. Trying to find Emma Sellers, number 27, a freshman. Midfield, that is Ryan Larson. Fighting for possession. This will be a Star Valley throw. Kara Andrews back in for Star Valley. And Bella Beck. Bella, really super athletic girl. We've seen her in goal, and Wendy Ponce getting some time today, so now Bella Beck getting onto the field. See if she can help her teammates in a different way. Speaking of which, Ponce coming clear out to clear that, send that the other way. Got to appreciate her confidence level. As far as I know, this is the first varsity game she's played keeper in, unless she did that early on in the season on a road game, which we don't get to see. Battle here near midfield, mid-third, taken by the Bronx. There's a run up the middle. Official says play on. Wonder if she might be a little too early, but they're not going to call it. Good chance. Oh, stop there by Ponce. Boy, I am tickled to death with how she has come in and just really been fearless. Wendy Ponce, I've got her now with 7 saves, and they're coming right back at her. It's baptism by fire here in the net against the top-rated Lady Bronx. That one will roll out of bounds, and this will be a Jackson corner. 14th of the match for the Lady Bronx. Substitution here before the kick. Vivian Madura coming in for the Lady Bronx, number 16. Brooke Suter coming in for Star Valley, number 12. And number 7, Kaveri Dockstetter. And here comes that corner. Jackson looking to hit double digits. This one is a good one, and Ponce is up there to grab it. That's a high kick won by Jackson. That one up for grabs. Coming up with it is Steinberg for Jackson. Taken away and stolen there by the Lady Braves. Looking up ahead, they were trying to find number 10, Bella Beck. This is trouble, and again, Ponce not afraid to come out and fall on the ball. Sends it back to the south. There's a win there by Suter. Looking for Beck here near midfield. And the Lady Braves with a chance to carry upfield. This is Dockstetter up the far sideline. And Star Valley is there. A bit of a run. First opportunity they've had on this end of the field almost, it feels like, here in the second half. Silver Weber coming in, number 11. Number 20 is Emma Daniel. And what is the call here? Going to make him rethrow. Okay, so Kaylin Andrews going to check in, and she will make the throw. Ambry Nelson trying to send that into the box. That one does make it into the box. And scooping it up there are the Lady Bronx. I'm trying to see who that might be for the Jackson keeper, wearing number 0. Haley Heron is who it is. She is a sophomore. Might be the 3rd keeper for the Lady Bronx today. (9-0) your score here on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Throw in for the Lady Bronx. Carrying the ball up the field, that is Harley Rommel. Dockstetter now up ahead to Silver Weber, excuse me. Now to Ross. Looked like maybe Hazel was going to have a chance at a shot. Jackson trying to turn it the other way, and they do. Here's a run. And a chance to save this inbounds. See if she can look for the cross. Gets away from her defender. Dances her way into the box. That's trouble, and popped up and still alive. Jackson going to track it down. Ulmer has possession to Rommel. Rommel trying to center. Pretty good battle there with Ross. And now on the foot of Pearl Olson of the Lady Bronx. Over there for Star Valley is Emma Daniel, number 20. Kaylin Andrews comes in, forces the turnover. Nice spin move for Doc Stetter. And the Lady Braves trying to get some momentum going the other way here. Keeper for the Lady Bronx will send that the other way, Heron. And Ambry Nelson hits the turf, and looks like we'll have a foul against the Lady Bronx and a free kick for Star Valley here from the 35. A chance to do something here. This one's right at the keeper, takes a bounce, and tracked down by Heron. First shot on goal of the half for the Lady Braves. Second save of the game for the Jackson Keepers. Star Valley with a little more pressure here. See if they can send it into the box and get a chance. Here's a run. There's a run into the box. Oh, taken away by the Jackson defense. That was about as deep of a carry into the box Star Valley's had all day. And looks like another keeper going to come in. Just when I figured out who this keeper was, they're going to put another one in. 27 for Jackson coming in as the keeper. And sorry, no 27 on any of the roster that I have. Wearing pink, though. Back at it here as we're down to 20 minutes to play. All Jackson here up 9-0. And a run up the far sideline by the Lady Bronx. Good offensive flow here, trying to get into the box. Across, diffused by Nelson. One back by Jackson. Back into the box. That's trouble. Rommel is denied by Ponce. And then the rebound is in by number 8. That's Lily Steinberg. This was another great stop here by Ponce, but she had to sacrifice her position to block the shot from Rommel, and it left the net wide open for Steinberg. Star Valley keepers have combined for 13 saves today, 9 of those from Wendy Ponce. The bad news is the onslaught, 29 shots on goal, and 10 of them have found the back of the net for the Lady Bronx today, which matches what they gave up on Saturday against number 2 ranked Kelly Walsh. Still 19 minutes to play in this one. Battle there between Rommel and Sadie Sloan of Star Valley. Throw in for Jackson. This one to Eva Japel. Throw in now for Star Valley. And another sub. We've had a lot of subs. Looks like Afton Hunting and Alyssa Spencer coming in for Star Valley. 22, Alyssa Spencer. 24 is Afton Hunting. And number 32, Kara Andrews. Throwing this in for Star Valley. And we're back at it. Trying to win that is Emma Daniel of Star Valley. Jackson comes up with possession on that 50-50 to Taylor Moe. And looking to the outside, Jackson will get there. They do a great job of just kind of sending it to the outside and then using their speed. There's another one right at Ponce. And again, Ponce with the stop. And then the deflection, the secondary shot goes in. Did not quite see who put that in. Trying to take a look at this again. Yeah, that's Steinberg again. Almost exactly like she just did a few minutes in the 61st minute. Here in the 63rd. And Ponce doing all she can. It's the deflection, the rebound going in on the secondary shot. And Steinberg has found herself facing a wide open net. And she has not failed to put it in. A couple of goals back to back for Lily Steinberg as senior midfielder. And the score now up to 11-0 in favor of Jackson. Andrews sends this cross field. Trying to trap that there is Taryn Moe. Hunting going up against Traver here. Star Valley throw will be taken by Kara Andrews. Abby Sanderson coming in, number 21. And number 9, Jenna Hale. Pretty young crew out here for the Lady Braves, but looking at the, if you're looking to build the program, getting some varsity minutes in a situation like this is hopefully pays dividends later on. That's all you're hoping for. This one taken away, bit of a shove. They're going to let him play through it. Moe going to send it toward the goal. Nice job by Brooke Suter to come over, because that looked like it could have been a one-on-one between Holscher and Ponce, and Suter comes in to at least turn it into a corner kick. I like that hustle from Brooke. 15th corner kick of the match for the Lady Broncs. And official coming over, not sure what he is clarifying here. Looks like we're ready to roll now. And another corner kick. This is front of the box. Deflected, and I think that was a high kick. I think you're going to see a high kick, cleats up a little bit. And that'll be a free kick for Star Valley. And Ambry Nelson will do the duties. Nelson sends this midfield, won by Holscher. Excuse me, that's not Holscher. Ankeny. Far sideline, chasing it out of bounds will be a Jackson throw-in. Under 15 minutes left to play in this one. It's been all Lady Broncs. On paper, that's what you probably expected, and that is what has transpired so far today. Afton Hunting battling. You got to give credit to Star Valley being out there running and just trying to do the best you can, getting run ragged by this really good Jackson team. There's another save by Ponce. It's going to result in a Jackson throw-in. Taryn Moe will do it. Ankeny with the handle. Now back toward midfield. Taylor Moe, excuse me. Jackson using all the space. Trying to set up their offense. That one taken away by Hunting. Just trying to boot this ball the other way. It will be a Star Valley throw. And a couple of subs coming in for the Lady Braves. Kaylin Andrews, number 31 in. And number 13, Brooke Suter. Excuse me, Hazel Ross. Suter's number 12. And a throw in here. Ross has that. to Andrews. Gas tank's probably getting a little bit empty for some of these players. Maybe seeing that's why there's so many subs, but this is actually a really intense week in terms of competition for the Star Valley soccer teams. You got this game on Tuesday. You got Riverton in town on Friday. And in between the two on Thursday, you're at Evanston. So 3 matches in just a few days. Several subs coming in for the Lady Broncs. Sadie Sloan coming in for Star Valley. Under 12 to play here. This one, it's been all Lady Broncs. And Star Valley will be looking to Thursday. It's a road trip to Evanston. And the Lady Devils on the upswing. They handled Star Valley here 5-0 earlier on in conference play. We'll see if Star Valley can have a chance in that one. Far side, this is Suter getting it turned to Dockstetter. Picked up by Curzon of the Lady Broncs and now sent deep back toward the Star Valley keeper. Running it out is Sloan. Jackson's going to get there. There's a shot one-on-one. Oh, my goodness. Wendy Ponce, another stop. She has been awesome. She's been put in some really impossible situations at times, but she has done some pretty athletic things. That's her 12th save since coming in the second half. Another corner kick for Jackson. This one is short on the near side. It's a rebound, though, and a chance to send this back into the box. Going far side post, and couldn't quite get there. 34 shots on goal. There's that save again for Wendy Ponce. Nice work by Claire Myers up top. Thanks, Claire. And Kaysen Hatterley, our producer today. I'll bet there's not another Wyoming soccer match today that has replays. I'll bet there's not one. That's my guess. So, nice work, folks. Far side, Jackson, midfield, settles, looking for more. Looking for a run. So a bit too far out in front. Ponce is out of the box to come scoop it up. I think Wendy's got a live foot, too. I mean, she's sending that to midfield. And Star Valley able to use a little bit of the momentum from that. That's Kaylin Andrews trying to track it down and at least putting a little pressure on Jackson. Cody Travers sends it out of bounds for a Star Valley throw. Hadley Frome coming in for the Lady Braves. You're seeing some, that's probably a half dozen players who have not played varsity, at least in the home matches so far this year, that are getting in today. So getting some varsity minutes here. Like I said, hopefully it pays dividends down the road. Not a big senior class again this year. Only 2 last year. I think 4 this year for Star Valley as they're trying to rebuild the program. There's some pressure by Ross. And mystery keeper number 27 able to clear it out of there. I think that's the 4th keeper Jackson's had in today, so not quite certain who it is. Run to the outside. Jackson still with some gas in the tank. Good hustle there by Suter. It's a one-on-one. Oh, that one trickles through. Ponce tries to recover, and again, if you're going to make one thing you'd like maybe see Wendy continue to work on is maybe too many deflections get away, but man, she is getting there and making the stop. And yeah, she is just not afraid at all in the least. And Jackson is piling up the shots on goal. 36 shots on goal now. That's 20 in the second half. We still got about 8 minutes left to play. Ross trying to send this far sideline. This will be a Star Valley throw. And Kara Andrews will do the duties. Trying to get it to Ross, taken away by Ankeny, and drop back to Pachuli. Mo looking for another run, and that was going to be too far out in front, and a goal kick for the Lady Braves. Coming in for Jackson is number 18, Cedar Yeomans. They say Ruby Holscher didn't see 12. There she is. And Jackson making another run. Carrying the ball toward the box, sends it at Ponce, and it will go into the side of the net. "37 shots on goal for the Lady Broncs, and that is tough to handle. It really is. And here comes another. And that one off the post, off the deflection, still alive. Star Valley trying to clear it out. It's still in the box. And that one will sail just over the top of the net. Holy cow. It has been a relentless attack, especially here in the second half. 11 goals, but 38 shots on goal. That's not shots, folks. That's shots on goal. I don't know how many total shots it is. I don't keep track of that. 50 plus, I would guess. So Star Valley 4 shots on goal today, 1 in the second half. Just trying to get something going positive. Andrews trying to clear this out. Star Valley just trying to get some momentum headed the other way. Shot just wide of the frame. Bentley Hoops coming back in for Star Valley. The boys match scheduled to start at 6 o'clock. And again, Star Valley going to be up against a top-ranked team from Teton County. The Broncs defeated Kelly Walsh last week 2-1. That one deflected back at Ponce here. I will say that match on Saturday for the Braves was kind of a sour ending, but a really good match overall. It was scoreless in the first half. It was 1-0 until the 74th minute. And the Braves had a chance to tie it up on a free kick just outside the box. Weren't able to do it. Kelly Walsh scored right after on a counter to go up 2-0, and then kind of the floodgates opened, ended up getting a couple more goals, 4-0. So you look at the score and you're thinking 4-0. That match was either scoreless or 1-0 for almost all of it. So I'm excited to see how the Braves do against the Broncs today. Ponce coming clear out of the box. I'm amazed at how confident she is. She has done a terrific job today in basically an impossible situation. Nelson trying to carry this ball back the other way. That one's still alive, and a throw in here as Star Valley with a sub. That's Ryan Larson. And Leila Kinder, number 23, coming in as well. Ticking down near 3 minutes to play. Lady Braves, opportunities have been few and far between today. Sprinting back on defense at Sloan. This will be a Jackson throw in. That one sent inbounds. That one into the box, looking for the deflection. That's a handball. Just got to work on her poker face there. Definitely just reached her hand up and smacked it out of there. I mean, that's human nature, let's be honest with you. But that's going to be a penalty kick for the Lady Broncs. And doing the honors will be Eva Japel, number 6, it looks like. She hasn't scored yet today. She has a chance to remedy that and sends it high. So the penalty kick does not pay off for the Lady Braves, and the handball, or for the Lady Broncs, the handball does not hurt the Lady Braves. .41 shots on goal for the Lady Broncs. And they are at it again. Make it 42. Another save for Ponce. That is the 14th save for Wendy Ponce. And she did not start the half in goal. There's another one, and she'll smother that. Holy cow. She's been extremely busy today. Holscher screening out Kinder, trying to turn, and Jackson trying to add to this lead. Trying to carry into the box. That'll be scooted out of bounds there by Spencer, and a corner kick. Corner kick number 17 for the Lady Broncs today, as they're looking for goal number 12 here with 35 seconds left. This one's trouble. The header is going to be wide and high. And this sequence may pretty much salt this one away, as Ponce centers it here on the mountaintop logo. 10 seconds to go. And this one's going to come to an end, and Jackson will win this 11-0 over the Lady Braves here today. Just going to quickly go over some statistics here. Jackson improves to 9-1-1, I believe. The Lady Braves fall to 0-10. And that is now the 32nd straight loss for the Lady Braves, dating back to the 2024 season. Looking at shots on goal, 44 shots on goal for Jackson. 28 of those came in the second half. 17 corner kicks. Taylor Moe started things off in the 13th. Ruby Holscher had a hat trick with goals in the 14th, 19th, and 45th. Taryn Moe got the hat trick first in the 17th, 23rd, and 42nd. Lily Steinberg had a pair of goals in the 61st and 63rd. Shyla Thompson also scoring. Meta Kuzan as well. And that's your scoring for the Lady Broncs. Star Valley, 4 shots on goal. I think you got to give a huge shout out to Wendy Ponce, who had 15 saves in the second half alone between the pipes, doing all she could back there to keep that score. I know 11-0 doesn't look good, but could have been a lot worse if not for Wendy Ponce and her effort in that second half. And those are your numbers. The Lady Braves will be in Evanston on Thursday afternoon. We do not have away streaming at SVI, but we will be back on Friday as Riverton in town. Those matches at 3 and 5 on Friday. We're going to wrap up this broadcast. There's another link for the Star Valley Braves and the Jackson Broncs. You can find it at SVInews.com. Also on the SVI Media YouTube channel. Appreciate Claire Myers and Kaysen Hatterley for doing the work here today. And we'll wrap this one up. Lady Broncs 11, Lady Braves 0 here in this 4A West Conference matchup.